Hello and salutations. This is a kind of a remake of a video I did a while ago from my wish list. Watched Conan the other night, and it kind of reaffirmed my thought process about the role that Crom plays. And I know in the game they talk about Crom doesn't have a representation or a shrine, but it's so relevant once you watch the cinematic movie Conan. You realize that Crom is the worship of steel and the ability to create steel, and the what steel brings to the civilization and the Sumerian race. And so really, I'm surprised they didn't make the kiln the shrine to Crom, and by you being able to have the kiln, it unlocks Sumerian steel as your deity power, and then Sumerian steel might be just 10% less powerful than star metal, because they in all the movies they talk about the capabilities of Sumerian steel and how good it is, and the game doesn't represent any of that as far as the lore of the culture. So I really think the answer is with the deity. The Crom deity, it needs to add a forge or a kiln, or maybe the new kiln they added as far as the under the Unnamed City rework. Turn that into the Crom shrine, and then it would serve the same role. You would still need a fragment of power, and you would unlock the Sumerian steel, which would require star metal ultimately, and then still have the same power as star metal, but maybe pick up an additional attribute like frost snap. There's definitely needs to be a little bit of rework, but Crom needs to manifest in the crafting, maybe better pickaxes and hammers with 10% better foraging abilities. But I'm going to shut up now unless you listen to the explanation of Crom to young Conan, and you'll agree with me afterwards that Crom needs to be manifested in Conan Exiles through crafting.
Wind comes from the sky, from the gods of the sky. But Crom is your god. Crom, and he lives in the earth. Once giants lived in the earth, Conan. And in the darkness of chaos, they fooled Crom. And they took from him the enigma of steel. Crom was angered, and the earth shook. And fire and wind struck down these giants, and they threw their bodies into the waters. But in their rage, the gods forgot the secret of steel and left it on the battlefield. And we who found it are just men. Not gods, not giants, just men. And the secret of steel has always carried with it a mystery. You must learn its riddle, Conan. You must learn its discipline. For no one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
That's some pretty powerful storytelling. If you like me getting into the weeds on some of this logic, please like and subscribe. This is somewhere probably around my 26th or 27th video of wishlist stuff that I'm doing. I'm doing a series trying to kind of bring some quality and a little bit more depth to the game. I do believe, I know, as you can tell, I'm a huge Conan fan, and I could easily see Conan having a 10-year shelf life if it's managed correctly and fleshed out. And it could be a continue to be a great revenue source for Funcom. So as a fan, I'm doing my part to trying to make sure to see that happens. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.